Yeah, man. Just experiment with some writers, and I'll be honest with you. The best way to do that is if you don't have access to writers right now, just like do remixes, like get acapellas off, online, learn song structure a little bit, and I think at the very least, when you present that to an artist or a writer, they'll have a better understanding of where you're coming from as far as a producer. So, sorry, man. I'm over here rambling and shit.
No.
Y'all over there laughing at me. I know.
No, we laughing because they talking their shit about King Johannes. King Johannes just stepped through for a second. So yeah.
What's up? What up, King?
Dirty.
What's good? What's good?
Yeah, Spirit Airlines treated them so good before, so they getting on about Spirit Airlines.
Oh man, Spirit Airlines, bro. I got stories. The early days.
Yeah.
They tell you it's like $79. You get there and you gotta check like $300 worth of bags, and you're like, wait.
Yeah, bro. It's ridiculous.
Southwest for life.
They got 4 keepers, man. Let me just throw this up there on the board. I am gonna give a shout out, man. We got King Johannes in the building, man. We're gonna talk to King Johannes a little bit later. We're gonna give him a little round of applause, man. Spirit Airlines came through. You from Spirit? All right. I said I connected with Spirit, man. Yeah. So Jay, I got a question for you. Periodically on the show, we talk about just the advancements when it comes to like AI and its place in music now.
Yeah.
Now, being that you work with songwriters and producers, do you see this? Where do you see music going with AI? Do you feel like it's gonna help these songwriters and these producers, or is it gonna kind of take away the value that the songwriters and producers once presented in the game? I'm interested to get your take on it as far as like the pros and cons and what you think.
Yeah, I got a couple different mindsets or different points of views, but from a business perspective, musically, using AI is big for me when I'm doing like searches for like sync on my disco library, or trying to find like, using Chat GPT for like, YouTube descriptions, and, getting like stuff done that might take me a longer time. It's to make your life a little bit easier. With AI, my 2 biggest concerns is that I never want to take the human experience out of music. I don't care how many points of facts you have. You cannot make a Marvin Gaye record through AI and have the same emotion. You know what I'm saying? You cannot, but you can get a 70s, disco guitar and 90s, boom bap drums, and you can generate a sample and prompt things to get ideas of where you want to go. I get that. But then there's the ownership side of it. Like all these ownership issues when it comes to people's voices and melodies and cadences. And like, to me, one of the corniest things in the world right now is what people are doing. Like, so, hey, I'm writing records for Mary J. Blige. So I'm going to sing it, but I'm going to use Mary J. Blige as AI vocal on it. So when she hears it, she'll think it sounds like it's for her. I could tell you from firsthand experience, don't ever do that and give it to an A&R, a publisher, a manager, an artist. You will be looked at like the corniest motherfucker on the face of the earth. That shit is not acceptable in the music industry. I've had so many people. Now, it might be different if you have such a close-in relationship where you're like, hey, why don't I do this and show you what it could be? Okay, cool. But if I'm just sending you beats or ideas, or I don't know you and I'm cold emailing you, like, that shit is not it. You know what I'm saying? It's just not it. But I've seen a lot of great AI generators, sampler generators, like Two Shot. Companies like, there's even, like I said, a lot of business stuff that I use. But I just can't personally put all of music into the place of AI. But this is the last thing I'll say is DJs used to carry crates. DJs, as much as they hated carrying crates, they didn't want to have a Serato because they thought that maybe that wouldn't be like DJ anymore.
Yeah.
But once they got Serato, and the ones that went back and learned how to become DJs but still had Serato, realized, bro, I'm not trying to carry fucking 10 crates to the club anymore. It's the same shit. We had CDs, we had DVDs, we had VHS, we had Beta, we had 8-track, we had DM88s, we had fourth inch tape, 2-inch tape. You know what I'm saying? We have analog, digital. Like we went through all these changes. So you can't be afraid to change, but you have to watch this change evolve and roll with it until you catch up and feel like, okay, this is where I'm going to grab on, and this is going to make more sense for what I need from AI. And from my perspective, it's more of a business than it is a music thing. But, then again, who knows where it's going to go? You know what I'm saying? That's really all I could say, because I don't personally make music. I'm not the one that pushes the keys or bangs on the pads, but I'm getting the right people in the room to do it. And that human interaction, that synergy, that energy, the chemistry, no program template, amount of spiders, AI facts could ever replace that, ever.
No, thank you for your feedback on that. I feel exactly the same, but I also feel like it may open a lane for just a not whacker music. Well, yeah, fuck it, whacker music, if that's a word. Like, for example, like there is AI out there currently where it can write a whole song for you. You can make it say, I need you to write a song about this, that, and the third, and it'll give you the voice, it'll give you the lyrics, it'll give you everything you need. And then it's like, and it's really good. Like, it's not even like half good. It's really good. And it made it in like maybe a minute, where, a songwriter might take some time with it. So I don't know if songwriters might use something like that as a tool, maybe to brainstorm, or, who knows, copy paste or whatever it is.
But why would you even need a song? Why would you even need a songwriter at that point?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So
at that point, I could do it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Hash, you got 5 minutes today? Yeah. What's up? I need you to give me a song about toxic relationships from a male's perspective.
Boom.
Okay. Bingo. Hey, the record's ready. It's already demoed and everything. Okay. The day's work is done. You know what I'm saying? Let's mix it, master it, and send it out. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, and I just like, when you come to when you're comparing that to like a human way of doing music, it's like, all right, do I want to get the job done quicker and have it sound like decent, and then completely avoid any other type of relationship or some type of like dealing with another artist? Like, let me just get this out now, like knowing I can get that done for $20 a month versus paying and getting splits from a person. I don't know. I feel like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, who owns that music? Like, some program that made up that record owns that music. You didn't write it. You didn't. So you're gonna get paid for that now? It just doesn't make sense to me. And number two, it's also a form of devaluation. Remember the whole thing when like producers are selling like 5 beats for like 99 cents, and hit me up, dog. I got all this fucking fire. Okay, you made that beat in like 10 seconds.
Yep.
And all these producers that have been getting 10, 5, 15, 20, 100 racks, all of a sudden now it's like, where'd that money go? Right? And all of a sudden, these writers are already not getting paid. Producers, I got producers that were on albums years ago who never got second halves, and these albums have been out. Like I'd rather us focus on using AI and blockchain to figure out how to get the people paid properly. And Johannes he probably gets this too. It's like, how many times you sent a label ask you for the splits, or a letter of intent, or a short form, and then ask for the long form, and then all of a sudden you agree on a price, and you might get the first half, but then all of a sudden, like, you're like, okay, well, the person at the label in the finance department left, or the lawyer for the artist left, and I can't even tell you. I got stories from Rick Ross's "Rather You Than Me" that are just crazy. From producers that I know that were on the album, producers that I had on the album. It's just people still haven't gotten paid. So I don't know, man. It's just crazy.
Yeah, and I think someone else had mentioned this as well. Dimalo Daro, I heard about this individual, the Swedish producer that has 600 plus AI artists are surpassing 15 billion streams on Spotify.
Yeah,
crazy. Just yeah. So just putting it out there. I'm always interested to get people's perspective on it, because it is gonna reshape certain things about music. But
that's fucking wild.
Right. But where's that money going? Follow the money trail.
Yeah, we need to follow the money trail for sure, because I feel like it takes a lot of streams to get some money. But if you got that many streams, bro, I think you live in all right. But what we're gonna do, man, we're gonna just get into a couple more beats, man. And we're gonna jump back into the conversation with J Hatch and King Johannes is in the building. And King, you ready for some smoke today too, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Just making sure. All right, man. So